And it fades, and it fades away like before. I can see underneath words you hide, and what you keep, can you keep?
Should we do like questions and then I just
Yes.
I think
In some ways self-destructive, mentally more than anything cyclical, but not the way of like drugs or alcohol, more of overthinking and just getting in my own way. No drugs, hardly any alcohol.
this is me typing everything that's in my mind, so it's like funny hearing you talk.
Like my monotone,
Yeah,
like
no
like,
drugs.
I guess I'm like absorbing it as I read it. That's just like how I read it. No drugs, hardly any alcohol, hardly any fun now, or like the outward perception of fun. In college, I kind of internally told myself, "Yeah, bro, your shit matters now," but that came with all the pressure I put myself under. In a way, that's what Home is a Hell of a Drug was about.
But like, and home is a hell of a drug. If you read that excerpt, it's like me. It's like there's always these double, triple entendres with it, and it's like every little thing I do with the drops is always double, triple entendres. I'm connecting different things, and this one, like Home's a Hell of a Drug, was a lot about addiction and the faults of addiction, and like seeing how addiction and like something that you can be addicted to can kind of ruin your life and you run back to it, and like going back home was seen as like relapsing, because I think I developed, and this is nothing to do with like drugs. For me, that's where the double entendre goes, or like these like metaphorically speaking to where I, growing up, the environment I was around produced a lot of trauma and a lot of bad habits and a lot of mental things I was putting myself under. And I think one of the things when I left was being able to completely eradicate those thoughts, and that's like me going to rehab or a retreat or something like that. And it was always like when I came back home for those 48 hours, I would never be home for too long, but like those 48 to 72 hours, I feel like I would just circle back and become that same person that I used to be. And I think that was mentally draining or just mentally frustrating, because I would leave and wonder like how the hell, everything you said you wanted to be, you kind of just stopped that, or like just picking up bad habits. But then I also intertwine. It's very interesting, and it's like it's so deep, not deep, but it's like I intertwined a lot of addiction that I saw firsthand within family life, friends life, and that's why you see a lot of the retracted statements, because I'm using real people's names, and I say like and in some cases home could even kill you, and I'm talking about friends that were passed away, like, or in so and so's case, your home and your environment could even kill you, and that's like overdosing. And I'm bringing up these friends that I've lost, in my hometown, and I always think about it, it's like survivor's guilt. Like, if so and so would have came with me, if would have came with me, then, or if they would have moved to Atlanta at the same time I did, we wouldn't even be in this predicament. Because these are guys that I like talked about life with, and I had pictures at parties with, and these different things. So I think it was always I always had some sort of resentment towards home, because it caused a lot of trauma. And when I say home, I'm not just talking about like my home life. I'm talking about this environment that I was in, or this space that all of my upbringing was like surrounded around. And it's painful.